What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and in this video I have an exclusive to Desktop Bodybuilding, Tony Hughes' response to Dennis James over the Big Ramy contract controversy with Enhanced Labs. We've got all the info on that, plus much more. I hope you guys enjoy this video. What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding. Now, before we get into this one, I want to encourage you guys, if you like and appreciate this content, please give this video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills, at Desktop Bodybuilding, including bodybuilding news just like this one, contest coverage, interviews, plus much more. So make sure you do subscribe. But let's get straight into this. So I'll let you guys know how this all sort of came about. So basically, my last video I put up on Desktop Bodybuilding was basically highlighting Dennis James and what he said on the Menace podcast. And I'm a big fan of Dennis James. I've interviewed Dennis James. I've spoken to Dennis James. I've been on his Instagram lives that he's put up. Super nice guy. I get on very, very well with Dennis James. And everything that he had to say about what went down with Enhanced Labs and all that sort of stuff. He mentioned Tony Hughes' names a few times. And Tony Hughes is really sort of a face of Enhanced Labs, and even with Big Ramy and Dennis James being on there, he was still sort of a face in some sort of a way. It seems like many people think that Tony Hughes is the sole owner of Enhanced Labs. That's not sort of how it works out, but he is a part of Enhanced Labs, that's for sure. So I reached out to Tony Hughes because I posted this up on Instagram, and I used his image in the thumbnail as well, and he basically, on Instagram now, it sends a message to the people you tag in the actual post that you put up, and I put my post up on Desktop Bodybuilding, and he liked it. And I was planning to reach out to Tony anyway. I sent him a message and said, hey, look, would you like to come on for an interview? I want to give every side to the story, and I'm obviously going to reach out to Dennis James too and give him the opportunity to sort of respond to this as well, and whoever else wants to come on that's involved in this, obviously Big Ramy, but I don't think that will happen. And Tony Hughes responded with a large response, and I said, look, do you mind if I use this as a statement from you on Desktop Bodybuilding? He said, look, let me send something, a little bit more put together and all that sort of stuff, and I can put that out as a statement. And I have this, and it's a pretty big statement as well, and he goes into a lot of things that I sort of didn't expect. So I think you guys will really enjoy this, and I'm going to read it out to you guys now. It doesn't make sense to me that the Dennis issue would get so much attention. Meanwhile, I'm revolutionizing bodybuilding and putting 20 pounds of muscle on people in 1 week, completely changing the way people think about building muscle and chemistry. Like, what I'm doing on that front is a huge contribution to pioneering human evolution, and so much more significant than anything that's happening in professional bodybuilding news. As for the Dennis thing, I would love to work more with Ramy. I used to talk to him at every expo and even met up with him at Oxygen Gym in Kuwait years ago when he was training for the Olympia. So I was excited to work with him and produce some next level content. COVID made it really hard to get content with him, and then we finally met up in Florida and Dubai, and he was just too busy and didn't have the time for content. And he doesn't have access to his own cell phone for communicating, nor have anyone to help him get content. Dennis was brought on to simply be a liaison and to help get content, but it didn't happen. That's fine. Ramy is a Middle East A-list celebrity with more money and influence than he could have ever imagined. He's a super nice guy and a bodybuilding success story champion. I think it's fantastic that Enhanced supported him, but Enhanced marketing is based on cutting-edge, honest, revolutionary, educational content. Ramy could be a tremendous benefit to Enhanced if he was interested in giving value to the American audience, but Ramy is swamped with projects in the Middle East. He doesn't have time to do content or nurture the American audience at this time. As for Dennis, his value was in getting content from Ramy. Where's the content? I don't see any meaningful content on YouTube or Instagram. Enhanced isn't asking for a refund, but it also can't contribute to paying a liaison who isn't able to liaise. But I also understand I'm not a party to the contract. I didn't have any business communication with Dennis or Ramy. The only contact I had was trying to get content for which I was unable to get from them. If Ramy is ready to rock and roll and do some content for the American audience, then I'm also ready, and I'd love to work with him. But I also understand that he has a lot of other projects that take his attention, so I think if I was in his position, I would also focus on the Middle East and not waste my time on America. I asked Enhanced what the effect of Dennis complaining was, and it resulted in a bigger boost in sales than when he was sponsored, which goes to prove exactly what I was trying to tell Enhanced and the community, that you can't just stick someone's picture on a bottle. Content is king in 2022, and if Dennis would have done content like this before, then he would have been able to produce a lot of sales. Like, it's really weird to me that after the contract, finally people decide to start doing content to boost sales. If Dennis put that same energy into promoting sales before, then he would have been a good investment. But he still could. He still could get on board with enhanced and increased sales. He just needs to understand that, again, bodybuilders' reputation isn't alone valuable enough to increase sales. In 2022, it takes work, and the old generation of bodybuilders are going to really need to learn to adapt or become obsolete. And I love helping bodybuilders get exposure and produce content. I'm still here to help Dennis if he wants, and I would love to do content with Ramy if any of his time and energy gets freed up from his obligations in the Middle East. So now with the negativity campaign, Dennis has proven that he's capable to increase sales if he puts in the work. So if he wants to work together to increase sales and make some good money, then I would definitely help him accomplish that. Anyways, I stand ready to help Dennis and Ramy if they have the time, energy, and desire. So there it is, Tony Huge's response to Dennis James over the whole Big Ramy contract controversy with Enhanced Labs. If you guys want to go back and actually watch my response video, where I basically take all the highlights out of that podcast from a Menace podcast and put it into one video, I'll put that there below in the description. I'll also put the full Menace podcast as well in the description below as well, because that's where the original content came from. But I want you guys to let me know what you think about Tony Huge's response and where you stand on this whole controversy issue. Are you siding with Dennis James? Are you siding with Tony Huge? Or do you think the truth is somewhere in between? Because like Tony Huge said, he didn't actually know what was in the contract as well. He wasn't privy to that. So he was sort of trying to get the content and do that side of things. And perhaps, that wasn't part of a contract. So who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about all of this and Tony Huge's response. And if you guys like and appreciate this content, please give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. Also head to hdmuscle.com, enter the code DESKTOP if you want to save 10% on some amazing supplements. Check them out for yourselves. They got, you can check out all the ingredients list. They are next level supplements. And if they do have a sale on there already and you use Desktop, you'll save yourself an additional 10%. And also if you order over a certain amount as well, you get free shipping too. So really, really good deal for you guys there. So click the link in the description below or enter Desktop when you are checking out. So that's it for me. For Xavier Wills, Desktop Bodybuilding, we are out.